It's Saturday night. Here is a quote. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Renaissance is back. Where did she go? Well, I'm not going to go into a long story about it. This previous videos that I've been doing, I had called it Knowing My True Self. And the irony of it is, I think I lost myself in the last, I would say all of it, but I lost most of myself, my core self, in the last 2 months. And the only person to blame for that is me. And I take full responsibility for it. So I can put it on other people, I can put it on circumstances, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to make that choice, and it is, and I take responsibility, as I said earlier. That being said, I'm not a failure. So here's what I want to say, is that life is going to have lots of ups and downs. We're human, we're not robots. You know, I look at growth as not just, you know, something that it's just a steady climb. It's going to go up, sometimes it'll go down. It'll go up and it'll go down. And that's just what's going to happen. That's just the nature of it. Things are messy. Got to face it. So don't beat yourself up for anything. If you slip, you know, fall off the wagon, whatever, that's okay. The key is just to be self-aware and get back up. Because you know what? The way I look at it is, we think that, you know, we've lived a certain way for so many years, and to unlearn that and to train yourself to do a little bit differently is not as easy as it sounds, because you've been conditioned, you've been brought up a certain way. A lot of things in our subconscious are all brought on by how we're raised, right? It's all that conditioning, society, family, education, everything. So give yourself a break. You know, and the key there, I realize, is self-awareness, making sure you're surrounded by the right people, you know, who can help you and walk you through it. What I realized is journaling is one of the best things. Like, I had not journaled in a while, and this weekend I took time to journal. When I journaled, that's when I realized that I had lost who Renaissance is, who Rehna is. I had lost that piece of myself. So I did feel like there was a lot of things happening, and I could feel like during the week that I was going to like crash, in a sense of like all the emotions were hitting, coming at me at the same time. And so, like I said, the journaling, you know, helped as I sat and wrote, and I just realized I got to journal every day. And you know what? Maybe there are days I'm not going to. That's okay. Is just do it as you can. And I appreciate talking to some good friends of mine, people that I know I can count on for just helping me, you know, process my thoughts, etc. And just even as I was admitting what my problem was, that was, you know, for them to listen to me and not be, you know, not to just lecture me or judge me, but just be very lovingly coach me and advise me on what my next steps are. And the fun part is I know what the next steps are. It's just that realization, and I'm like, okay, gotta do it. And so that's what I started doing. And that's where also I realized that Renaissance was lost. And that was just because everything else came and I got my priorities all mixed up. But no, that is changing now, and Renaissance will be back. So the first order of business is, you know, when I looked at what I had about Renaissance, Renaissance always means, in a way I was talking about it, it's a revival, it's a growth. I have this quote that I wrote from somewhere really good. It says, "I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live." What I desire is transforming myself, revival, growth of myself. So I looked at Renaissance as transforming mind, body, and soul. The one thing that I was looking into was also connecting science and spirituality. How can we, how can I bridge that gap between the two? Because we kind of talk about it as two different things, and I'm starting to understand that it's not. So I had listened to Joe Dispenza a long time ago, and I just loved what he had to say about how we have healing capabilities in our body. right? And again, it's not magic. It's just that's how our body's designed to be. So that's one thing that I had started looking into. But then again, like I said, it kind of got lost on the wayside. But now I need to bring that back again, because that is one of my, that is who I am. When I say that is who I am, I mean is my body needs to know who I am. My body needs to go back to gratitude, to peace, to just complete wholeness, that it starts to heal itself. I have conditions, medical conditions, that are not life-threatening, but they're annoying. And they do put a damper in my lifestyle. So can I heal them? It's possible. I've heard of people recovering from stage 4 cancer, terminal, and I just looked at one person in particular, looked at what she did, and the steps were very simple: meditation, gratitude, the right nutrition, etc. And those are just a few of the many that I don't remember, but those are all things that she had to change in herself that got her body to heal. So if something that is so terminal, that is written off, saying that you can, that there is no cure for, and she can come out of that, that tells me something. And obviously she's not the only case. There are a lot of other cases. So instead of looking at the average, which is what society wants us to believe, why can't we start looking at those odd cases and seeing what is it that they're doing different? And that's why is leading me to this whole study of Renaissance, connecting science and spirituality. And the only person I can do or try this out is on myself. So stay tuned. I will be talking more about that as I study it. I hope it works. And I shouldn't say that. I should be confident. But hey, this is a journey. So I will be sharing what I am learning. Here's the thing. So this is a book that I got. Again, this is from Joe Dispenza, and I had started reading this book. I want to reread this book again. It's called Becoming Supernatural. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to be God. All of this means is that how do I get my body to be in such a wholesome state that it will start to heal itself. So I'm going to be reading this book. It's going to take some time. I know one of my friends actually probably read this book. I'm going to try and contact her. And I know that she's kind of working through this too. So let's see what happens, because, hey, if I can be my own testimony, I think this will be good for everybody to follow. But I need to try this on myself first. And I will learn. I may have to fine tune. I may drop off. But you know what? Hey, it's a journey, like I said. So I will continue on with that. So I'm excited. Like I said, Renaissance is back. And yeah, stay tuned, and we will see you next week. Have a great day and have a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.